Good morning, everybody. Cuppa time, Monday morning. I hope you're all doing okay. I just wanted to come on today to, this weekend has been crazy because some of you may know that I've been doing a master's in NLP. And I started this sort of journey about probably 2 years ago, doing the practitioner course, and then which led on to the masters. Now, I'm a coach who helps people to move forward in their careers, but also to get them in the right mindset so they can move upwards or outwards. Outwards meaning out of the business and doing their own stuff. So helping them create that sort of vision. Now, what I didn't expect on this course was to have some real big revelations around both myself, but also to bring up some new ideas and strategies that are going to help people in the future. It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. And the reason why I wanted to come on was because I wanted to share with you some of those moments that I've had over the last 2 years, because it will resonate with you, because we are all the same, right? We put things in the way, we put barriers up, we put excuses up that we can't do something. We know we want to do something, but we don't know how. So I started, as I said, I did the NLP practitioner, but I'd been coaching for, let's say, I think it's about 16, 17 years now, working with businesses, working with business owners, working with leaders, working with people, getting them to move forward, setting them goals, and all that surface stuff. Now, this course has taken it to another dimension because we get behind those old programming, decision making that starts to embed in the unconscious mind. And I didn't realise, going on that course, I was going to just get these little bits of things that I could use with my clients. But it was such a revelation for me in terms of the actual ideas and things that I could use with my clients were so different. They were walking away now. They're walking away completely shifted in their heads. So let me explain. So I've been on the masters for the last 9 months. And for me, the message is about not giving up today. Do not give up, because we have to keep going. We have to keep going, and we have to remove all of those limiting decisions and all of those emotions that get attached to us to keep us in a place that we think we should stay in. We keep those excuses going. So I went on the masters, as I said, and oh my gosh, it's been intense. It's been absolutely crazily intense. Whilst working with clients online, with all the changes with COVID, and it was like, can I really, really do this? It is absolutely crazy pressure, learning new things, learning new skills, putting things in place, trying to keep it going. So we're all in that place, aren't we? We're all in that place where the world is changing. Some of you might have lost your job. Some of you might be thinking, what is it all about? Why can't we just get on with it? Why can't we just get on with it? So when I did my breakthrough, which involved being away and doing it was over 2 weeks, but the breakthrough itself was 2 solid days. 2 solid days of literally breaking down all of those limiting decisions that have been ingrained in my mind for many, many years. And I didn't even know they were there. I didn't know. But what this coaching actually does is it takes you to that acceptance of allowing that vulnerability. vulnerability, an interesting sort of topic of allowing yourself to go there and face it and realizing that you can actually do anything if you want to, and realizing that you put all these things in the way and you end up giving those excuses, asking other people that maybe it's their fault, it's not mine, and not being really who you want to be. Now, I know loads and loads of people who do this really well in the workplace. They sit in their jobs, they carry on, they're thinking, I've only got another 10 years before I can retire. And it really doesn't serve them well because they're not happy. And if you can't be happy in your life, if you can't feel that joy, what are you doing? Why can't you be? What excuses are you putting in the way of your own happiness? Because if you've got something to really work towards, just imagine not having those limiting decisions. Just imagine not having those emotions that keep coming back and biting you on the backside. It'd be pretty good, right? It's, something that we need to start to clear. So I just want to tell you a little story about our breakthrough, and I'm sure my partner in crime won't mind me talking about this, because this 2 days of intensity has turned out to be an absolute breakthrough, not only for myself but also for my partner in crime. I'm not going to say her name because I'm sure we want to remain confidential. But during the process, she has had this huge limiting decision about who she actually is, and not really understanding her own identity for her workplace, for her own business, because she's hidden behind all of the labels, all of the identities of other people, and was too scared to even look out above and look beyond. Now, does that resonate with you? Because it resonated with me as well. We're all the same. So, when we look at people and we think, gosh, they're so good, but we all have those insecurities. But anyway, back to the story. Partner in crime, and we spent 2 days. We started at 6 o'clock and we finished at 8 at night every night. And it was intense and it was full on. And I'm not going to lie, there was many times where probably both of us wanted to sort of give up and go, should we just go to the pub? It was a conversation, but that didn't happen. And, there was times I can remember about 6:30 where we were both looking at one another, white as sheets, thinking, oh my God, this is so hard, because you're digging deep into your own vulnerabilities about who you are and what you stand for. It was about 6 o'clock in the evening and we were absolutely at our wits' end of trying to work this through, trying to process it, and the breakthrough was huge, absolutely huge. I absolutely, by the last day, putting a goal into place and through a process at the unconscious level, this lady was putting her goal out there and she was crying. But it wasn't crying because she was in anxiety or feeling the fear. It was tears of joy. Now, I will always remember that because she was so relieved she knew who she was. She had a vision. She had that sort of decisions that she knew what she needed to do. Now, if you'd seen her a month ago, that would have been a very different story. And similarly for myself, the breakthrough just took me down into my vulnerability. And that is really important that you allow yourself to do that, which can then help you to come back out of it. And my goodness me, it's almost like, sounds a bit cliche, but it's about being reborn. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But it is, it's true, it's absolutely true. And I can see how all of these techniques that we have used, albeit that it was very intense at the time, but would be spread out for other clients, could serve clients so well, could serve people so well. There is absolutely nothing that you cannot do in your life. The process allows you to just get rid of all of that crap that you put in your mind that stops you. So what I want you to do today is to have a little think about what is it that you put in your way? What are the excuses that you end up putting in front of you that stops you? And I'm not going to lie, lives for me, as you can tell, are not my, have never been my thing, but they're going to be from now on. Because it's all about that vulnerability of facing what you think is something that's a problem for you. So what are you putting in your way to stop you from moving forward? What are those excuses that you allow yourself to give yourself, that you tell yourself every day? And I can guarantee you it's probably blaming other people, blaming time, blaming, oh, well, I don't have the expertise, I don't have the confidence. Yeah, so just write them down today, because we're going to start to work with this, and I'm going to start talking around all of this on these lives every day to help you understand that our life is too short. Our life is too short to be putting all these excuses in the way. And when you're in the workplace, how many hours do you spend in the workplace? Think about it. It's probably more than what you do is spending at home, right? So if you're not happy with what you're doing and yearn to do something else, or you are unhappy because you can't manage your team, or your job is not what you want it to be, but you feel so frustrated, it doesn't have to be like that. It seriously doesn't. So are we up for the challenge of starting to change that? Because I know this can work. I know how important it is to do this reflection, to go to that vulnerability of just get on with it and do it. So I'm going to leave you there with a little thought around this. Write down all of those excuses that you put in the way, because that is your conscious mind telling you, and behind that is a whole load of unconscious limiting decisions that you don't even know are happening. All of those emotions that just keep you in your place. Just write them down and look at them and really think about it, because it doesn't have to be like that. Your life is for living, and you can have a great career, you can have a great life if you want it. And we are only the people ourselves who put things in the way. In our heads, it's all about the mindset. You can do anything you want. So just write them down and post them in the bottom. Yeah, post them, let me know. And what else you would like me to talk about? Is it about confidence? Is it about managing other people? Is it about not knowing how to get that clarity in your life? Because let me tell you, when you get rid of those limiting decisions, when you get rid of all that emotion that you feel attached to, you can do anything you want. And you can create that vision, which can be exactly your life, the plan that you want to happen. So I'm going to leave you with that thought today. So please put some stuff down. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I'll be on here every day droning on, so don't worry about it. So, nice to see you all, and let's get going. This is now going to be the start for you, if you want it. Only if you want it. So, I will see you tomorrow, 8:30, every day, with a cuppa. Me rambling on, thinking about things to say on this live, but I'm hoping it's going to serve you really, really well, because I know how much it has served me. And my partner in crime, she was texting me at 6 o'clock this morning, telling me what she was doing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So please come along and listen, and I'll be going live here every day at 8:30, and I want you to come and start working on yourself. I'll be giving you a question every day to go away and ponder about, because do you want the best life for yourself? That's the question. And if you don't, that's fine, you don't have to listen to this, but if you do, I've got some great tips for you. So over and out, see you tomorrow.